everybody. I think we're live. That was really weird. I hit the live button and it turned on 2 live streams simultaneously, so I apologize if you got 2 notifications because that's very strange. Don't know how that happened, so I don't know. I hope we're good. So, hey Chris, hey Cheryl, happy birthday Cheryl. So happy you were here. Hey Sam, I know you were in here a little bit earlier. I think you're still here, so hi Sam. Hey Nick, I think Reese will probably be popping in here at any time. I know he was in earlier. So yeah, so sorry about that if you guys got 2 notifications that I went live. I don't know what the heck happened. So, and pardon my appearance, today was a little bit of a day. So it was extremely cold. Well, it is still cold, but it was extremely cold overnight. So it was minus 37 Celsius here. If you don't know this, I'm in Canada. It was minus 37 Celsius, which is minus 35 Fahrenheit. So they're still, like, they're pretty close in that. And because of that, all the hot water pipes in my house froze overnight, and they are still not unfrozen. So that's fun. We have about like 3 blow dryers going right now, trying to heat them up. So yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. So hey Nat, thank you for coming in as well. Yeah, no, it's not good. So that's why I'm not very put together today, because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do laundry today. I couldn't take a nice shower, you know, I had to do the sponge thing. So yeah, that's happening. So that's that. Hey Candy Tank, how are you? Great to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so again, everybody, if you don't already know this, it is Cheryl's birthday. So everyone, please wish Cheryl a happy birthday. She is a fantastic person who has been with me since day one, a really great friend. So everyone wish her a happy birthday. Hey Isaac, thank you so much for coming in. Always good to see you too. I hope that I get to see you in the parks at some point. I'm sure our paths will cross at some point. I hope so, at least. I seem to always miss you. So yeah. It's been a long time since I've done a SwishWilly Saturday, and I feel like why not tonight, right? Oh, I was supposed to put my little... I have something that a lot of people don't know that I own, and I feel like maybe I should wait until there's a bit more people in because it's so funny. Where did you get that? And I've had it since I was like, I don't know, like 10 years old, so you know. Yeah, so we are on a very, very exciting push right now. So if you don't know this, we are like 35 subscribers away from hitting 3,000, which is insane to me. I don't know how this is possible, but 35 away. So fingers crossed we'll get there soon. But yeah, so that, just so everyone knows, that's where we're at right now. Hey, Love Pugs, thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, it's been good. And sorry if the lights change over here. I'm not having a disco party. I'm watching the hockey game. Well, I will be watching the hockey game. I don't really want to particularly watch it because my team is dead last in the NHL and we're playing one of the top 3 teams in the league. So I should probably just turn it off now, but it is what it is. Oh, there goes my dog. But yeah, so there's that. So I don't know if you have any hockey fans in the house, but I am one. So let's put on some music in the background just so it's not so stagnant. I found this like Walt Disney Resort official playlist, but I don't know if it's actually official. Although it does kind of look like it is. I don't know. There's my dog barking like cuckoo. Alrighty. So I don't know, did anybody follow, I'm sure most of you did, if you are returning. So if you are not returning subscribers or just watchers in general, hello, my name is Lindsay. This is my channel, SwishWilly and Disney, and we talk about all things Disney. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any time I go live or post a vlog. I do have quite a few vlogs coming up of varying subjects. I mean, they're all Disney subjects, but it'll be pretty interesting, I think. I'm just today started to figure out what, I mean, okay, so I've had TikTok, like I've had a personal TikTok, but like never really did real like TikToking like the kids do these days. So I just kind of got that, and so in turn I'm going to use like those TikToks also as Instagram reels. I'm just diving into that, so I just kind of started. So hey Reese, you can tell if you go over onto the SwishWilly Instagram or find me on TikTok, SwishWilly on TikTok as well, you'll see the latest one, and the latest one is the only one, there's only 3 there. But yeah, you'll see how cold it was today. I was not having it. So excited, you guys, because oh, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that. That's an awesome trip. I hope you have the best time. Yeah, my weather shot today. Yeah, my weather's short. Also, yes, I should have brought that up. I don't know if this is going to be a big series I'm going to be doing, but I did do it today. It's basically the Walt Disney World weather report on YouTube. It's my short, so I don't know if you saw it or anything, but it's outrageous in there, so you can definitely check that out. Hey, Mr. Fulton Raz, on Thursday. Oh, well, happy belated birthday. That's exciting. Happy belated. I don't know if anybody can hear the music at all. I'm trying to put it on like faint enough that I won't get copyrighted, but like loud enough that you can hear it, so you know, it's you can only do so much. Hang on, I'm really short right now. Alrighty, so I'm gonna show this really weird thing that I own. So you know, like people have like giant plush, and I have one from, Lord, when did this movie come out? Let me see, hang on. Obviously 90s, but 1998. So this is 24 years old. It's still in very good condition, I'm going to tell you. This is ridiculous. So I don't know if everyone's ready for this or not. But, oh, sorry, hang on. Okay, I have a giant flick. I forgot I owned this, and then I came home from Florida and it was here. So I have he's giant, like giant. He's giant. And he used to have like the stand that you'd put him on, and it kind of went in a spot that I didn't like, so I got rid of it. But this is Flick. He's humongous. Huge, like, he's a big dude. So here, let's put him here. He'll be the mascot for the day. Put him there. There's Flick in the background, but it's like the most random thing. So I won that at Walmart, believe it or not, back in '98 when the movie came out, when it was like coming to VHS. Yeah, this is how old it is. It came out in VHS, and there was this big Bugs Life contest, and I won the contest, and that was one of the things. I got all 4, because I don't know if people knew this, but, well, maybe some of you remember, but they came out with different VHS covers. So there was Flick, Heimlich, Hopper, and why can't I think of the ladybug's name? But anyway, you could get, oh no, Hopper wasn't one. Stick. Like the stick insect. Anyway, there were 4 different ones. So I actually won 4 VHSs. So I had all of the covers. I got this giant Flick that's back here. And yeah. Your jaw just dropped. That's so funny. It's such a random thing, right? Like it's big. He's a big dude. Bigger than my giant Yoda, baby Yoda Squishmallow. Yeah, that thing is huge. He is big. But yeah, so that's my random Disney product of the day. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Like, I just totally forgot I had him. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of him. He's so fun. Anyway, fun fact for everybody. Yeah, so I hope everybody's weekend is going well. And if you are, like I said, if you're new here, my name is Lindsay, and please make sure you are sharing this stream out to your friends and family. Always great to have, the more the merrier, in my opinion. Today is a day where, so I used to do a series on Wednesdays, and I'm going to try and get right back into that, where we cover the Disney news. But then on Saturdays, we kind of have the discussions about anything you guys want. So you can talk about anything in the chat you feel, as within reason, because remember, we are still like a predominantly Disney channel, so we are family friendly, so please make sure that anything we talk about is like PG-13 or better. But yeah, we just want to make sure that we're staying there. Well, I came to Epcot for the Festival of Arts opening day last week, and I gotta say that Isaac, I was in Epcot on the opening day of the Festival of the Arts. That Figment line was insane. I agree with you, but how did we miss each other? Huh, I had no idea you were there. Oh, that's so disappointing. Oh, wah wah. I was there because I just got back on Saturday. We should always talk about Figment, right, Reese? So we can talk about more about Figment. So, well, that's a bummer that I missed you, Isaac. I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, we can definitely talk about Figment, but what do we talk about Figment about? I don't even know what's on. We do love Figment. If you love Figment in the chat, put a star. Put a star in the chat and let me know if you love Figment, because I love Figment. I did not get a bucket, unfortunately. Yeah. The line was too long for Ron to get into because he was still working. So like if there was only a few people in there, but it was really long, no matter what day he checked. So he couldn't get me one, and then everyone that I knew had hit their quota already with getting them because they were limiting them to 2 per person. So I didn't get one, unfortunately, but I'm hopeful that they will return. I'm hopeful. So they're so cute, but I don't know if I want to see. Yeah, I mean, the 6 hours is a really, really long line. I can foresee them bringing it back. Just because it's not like it was Festival of the Arts branded. It seems like it could be almost like a standard popcorn bucket that comes through Epcot. Kind of like the way the Orange Bird Sipper was for a while. But you know, it could just be like an Epcot exclusive where you can only get it there. You know what I mean? So... Oh, you didn't get it either, Reese? Isaac, you didn't get it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, if you're an annual pass holder, and you live in the area, it might not be so bad to wait in that line because you know that you can come back, like, the next day or whenever you want for another Epcot day, but I think people who just got a day ticket, probably weren't the ones in that line, so, yeah, I can foresee that not being. Yes, we need to refurbish his ride. 100% we need to refurbish the ride. But the refurbishment that I want is to go back in time. Hey Nick, welcome to the channel. Everyone say hey to Nick. If you don't follow him already, which I'm sure all of you already do, make sure you head over to Magical News Live. His channel is fantastic. Always has great content. Such a great friend of mine, so please make sure you are checking over there. Also check out Reese's Spark. His channel is growing exponentially. He's had a video that hit hard, so make sure you are checking both those channels out. Great friends of mine. But yeah, so I mean, I'm hopeful that I'll get that Figment popcorn bucket eventually. It just wasn't in the cards for me again on opening weekend, but it's okay. I'm totally fine with it. There was a reason. I'm sure there was a reason. But yeah, so the refurbishment that I want with Figment is actually going like backwards to like the 90s version of Figment. That was the best version with the Dream Finder. It's just not what it was. I mean, I still enjoy it. It's just not what I remember. And like Figment was my favorite ride. I used to make my sister go on it like 8 times a trip. It would drive her nuts. But she came to see it with me, so... Yeah, the old Figment ride, it's just so good. See, Reese agrees with me. And if you haven't seen that, I actually posted a video from 1997. I'm going to grab that link for you guys. I posted a version of the original version from 1997. And let me see if I can grab it for you. But yeah, so definitely like bookmark this. Make sure you go watch this after you're done here because this is so much fun. Right there is the Figment one. Yes. Okay, so Isaac remembers the original. Okay, so that's good. That's good. The original was the best for sure. As he goes crazy after the third time on it. I'm gonna ride Figment, but oh, I know. I know you will, Reese. And I know that if I'm there, hopefully I'll be there for your trip. I know that we'll be going on it several times. Hey, what just happened? That was weird. Uh-oh. Sorry, hockey game's on. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, offside. Offside. Duh. Offside. Okay, so yeah, so Cheryl remembers the original. She remembers it. Yeah, it's now what other rides would I bring back? I try to think about this frequently. Like I miss the Backlot tour. I really miss the Streets of America. I know that sounds, yeah, I know that sounds like weird because it was just Streets of America. But it sucks because now obviously the Osborne lights aren't there. And when I was really looking at, like, I love Star Wars, but like I also love the Osborne Spectacle of Dancing Lights. So hopefully they'll bring something back in some way, shape, or form like that. But all those lights are at Give Kids the World, so I'm not mad about that. Hey Rachel, welcome. Horizons. Isaac loves Horizons. Funny you say that. I have a Horizons and World of Motion video going to be coming up on the channel, so please make sure that you are subscribed so you know when that one comes out. But yeah, so Horizons and World of Motion are going to be coming to my channel in the very near future. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Those are going to be my Throwback Thursday videos. I'm going to be bringing in some old content. So we'll see. Yes, a great movie ride. I miss a lot. I miss that one a lot. I'm not, like I said in every video and on my live stream, I miss Great Movie Ride, but I'm not mad at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's very cute. They did a very good job. I'm down for it. It's just very different to Great Movie Ride. So like, I'm not upset with what they did with it. I'm just sad that it's gone. Old Test Track. Yes. The original Test Track and the original Soarin'. Cheryl, yes. Both of the originals are far better than what they are now. In my humble opinion. In my humble opinion. Like, I don't know. I mean, I understand why they're like Soarin' over California was a very specific location. But I think they did a really good job with that one. But hey, Francisco, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. But it's one of those things where you sit there and you're like, I don't know. I never trust Goofy being the conductor. That's true. That's true. Yeah, the original Universe of Energy was much better than when they brought, like, when it became, like, Ellen's, Energy Adventure? Was that what they called it? I don't know. I liked that one, too. Oh my god, Reese. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Love Pugs, I know you were in here. I hope I said hi to you. It was in my brain that you were in here, and I thought I said hi, so if I didn't, I apologize. Hello. But yeah, okay, so Reese wants Small World gone. That's not going to happen. Unless they want people to show up at Disney World with their torches ready to burn the place down, they're probably not going to get rid of Small World. Now, stranger things have happened. You know? Stranger things have definitely happened. However, that is one that I can't foresee ever leaving. I know Ron agrees with Reese that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway should have been put in place of Small World. But it didn't. And it probably won't. I mean, I don't know. It could happen in my lifetime. I don't know for sure. Disney does some very weird things sometimes. So I wouldn't put it past them to do it, but I also wouldn't put it past them to not do it. And given we don't actually have an exact, like, refurb date where Splash Mountain turns into Princess and the Frog, I don't think we're going to see anything happening with Small World. Sorry, Reese. But But yeah, so I don't know. I know, Reese, I know. But yeah, so if you are brand new here, welcome. My name is Lindsay. This is my channel, SwishWilly and Disney. We talk about all things Disney. Saturday nights are your nights, so we can talk about whatever the heck you guys want to talk about. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier in my PSA, within reason, because we are still a predominantly family-friendly channel. So, Isaac, nope, definitely not Small World and Walt Disney World. I think the Small World in Disneyland is much better, even with the Disney carriers. Ah, okay. Small World will never be replaced. It should have gone into, yeah. Great Movie Ride was a classic. I know a lot of people, though, that said they didn't like Great Movie Ride. It was too outdated. But to me, I liked it because it was outdated. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I miss that Footlight Parade scene, you know? When I went to Disneyland, I walked by a Small World but never went on it. My hubby kept singing it as we walked through the park. Yeah, I'm totally down for them to take out the Speedway in Magic Kingdom. It does smell awful. All you smell is like gas or like diesel. It's not the nicest smell. Probably not the healthiest thing for us to inhale. But we'll see what happens though, you know, because they're not going to take that out right away because they have like the whole construction for Tron happening, which hopefully will be open soon. It looks like they were making a lot of headway, so that's good. But yeah, the Speedway needs to skedaddle. I'm just trying to think like what would be cool in place of that, because we're in between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, right? So we can kind of go on either side if you wanted to, but you're technically more in Tomorrowland because you're across from Cosmic Rays. So what should it be? I'm trying to think of different, like a film. What film did we, that's like Tomorrowland-ish? You know what, I'm a firm believer in the Habs. What about the Habs? Yeah, I'm watching that game. They said it could be late 20. I know. No, we'll find out. Then we're still waiting on Guardians to open, and you know, there's lots of stuff coming, lots of things to be excited about, but we just don't have timelines on them. Let me think. Okay, so I still believe that where Stitch's Great Escape was, and thank the Lord it's not coming back. That was the worst attraction. I apologize for anybody who loves Stitch's Great Escape. It was terrible, in my opinion. So, with that being said, they should turn that into a Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 needs to come into the park. If you have not watched Big Hero 6, you need to watch it because it is such an underdog. No one talks about it anymore, and it was fantastic. Had an amazing soundtrack on top of that. Wreck-It Ralph would be very cool. Actually, personally don't think Wreck-It Ralph fits Tomorrowland. You know, the only reason why I can see it is because it's like techie and like video gamey. But if you're doing the healthy medium between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, Wreck-It Ralph kind of works, and you could change it into like a vanilla piece speed racers, but they don't need to actually be powered by diesel. So Reese is all about Big Hero 6. Okay, he hates Great Escape too. Agreed, love that film. Monsters Inc. ride with the door. I think that would be very cool, Cheryl. I think that'd be very cool. I just think I did not like that ride. It's gonna be Wreck-It Ralph. Interesting. Yeah, like virtual racing. Yeah, but like you don't want it to be like too virtual either, because then, you know, like, I don't know. There's a lot of space because it does take up quite a bit of room, and I'm sure there's a lot of space in the back part that you could make a show building for something. It's just like, what do you make? You know? What do you do? What do you do? And like, I don't know. Let me think here. It's tough. It's tough. It's like you want, like, I wish they could bring in like more Marvel. I know, like, we're still waiting on Guardians. They haven't even came out the first like Marvel attraction, but there's so much you can do. That's Who Remembers Alien Encounter. Alien Encounter was extremely scary, and I really don't know why it was ever in a Disney park. I remember that absolutely terrifying. I mean, it was still fun, but it was terrifying. And then the next time you go in it, it's Stitch's Great Escape. And you're like, what is this? He just burped in front of me and it stinks like onions. Yeah. It was not I did not enjoy that ride. I didn't enjoy either of them, so it's interesting. It's very interesting. I wonder what you could do there. But like Big Hero 6 needs something. They need something. And I think like a Baymax meet and greet in Tomorrowland makes more sense than having him in Epcot. I mean, I get it in Epcot too, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think it, like, yeah. Marvel fits Tomorrowland very well. Yes, I agree with you, Reese. Now, which one? There's so many. You know, there's just so many. I mean, I think Guardians would have fit there really well, actually. But I don't know. What else could you put there? Huh. It's like, it's hard because you have to go through like all of them. Like, what's more Tomorrowland-y? You know what? They could do something with... No, that wouldn't work. I don't know. They could do a lot. But, you know. I mean, anything with Iron Man, you know. You could remove Speedway and put in the flat rides at Tokyo have themed. Yes! Exactly. Big Hero 6 needs to be somewhere in Tomorrowland. That's what I personally think. And like what I think would actually be really cool is like if you brought in a Baymax meet and greet, you have him as normal Baymax. And then for when it's the Halloween parties and stuff, you have him in his like armor. I think that'd be very cool. If you haven't watched Big Hero 6, I highly recommend it. It's such a great film. It's so good. It's so well done. So well done. They have like so many things that they could do. Oh my goodness. Like so many things, but also it's like things that you don't want them to touch either, you know? I know it's a semi-old movie, but what about... Okay, so Candy Tink, I was thinking Meet the Robinsons in my head, and I thought the exact same thing. You know what? Like, there's not that many, like, people who remember Meet the Robinsons, and there's not, like, no... You don't see kids, like, watching it now. But yeah, but over the course of Marathon Weekend, they did have, what's his face from Meet the Robinsons? The one with the black hair. He was a meet and greet character, which was very cool on Marathon Weekend. I didn't stop for him because his line was so long, but it was very cool. Meet the Robinsons would be your solid one. But then it's like also there's, I don't know, we could do like, what was it? Oh, I can't think of. I'm like, my brain is like toast right now. Yeah, let me think. I guess there's a lot you could do, but. And it's hard because there's a lot of space for more things in Magic Kingdom, but you can't see it. Like, you can't see it unless you go on like aerial view. So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of space. Like, you would never know that there was actually space for 2 or 3 more full-size pavilions in Epcot's World Showcase. You'd never know, but there is. How about a ride based on the movie? Okay, so I also thought about this, Cheryl. I was thinking this. Now, the tricky part with this film is that you have the Carousel of Progress song in it, and you also have the imagery, so you see Space Mountain behind you. So, it does play very well, but what would you do? You know? This is why I'm not an Imagineer, because I can't think of something like that. But I do think of movies. And if you were here on one of my streams, you know my Carousel of Movie story pit. My Carousel of Movie. Carousel of Progress movie idea. Which I don't want to get too far into because I feel like someone's going to steal it. So I'm going to wait for... Yeah, Wilbur. I'm going to wait for Disney to come a-calling me and ask me, hey Lindsay, what's your idea for this Carousel of Progress film? And I'll gladly share it with them. Granted, they have to give me a credit. In the credits, my name needs to be there. That's all I want. You know, they don't have to pay me. I just want my name there. See, yeah, Reese remembers it. Reese remembers it. Let's see. I don't know. It's interesting. The thoughts we have, like, new film stuff. And, like, in Hollywood studios, you could do a lot. You could do a lot. And I get really paranoid because I know that there's always that rumor. This rumor's been going on for like 15 years now. But taking out Aerosmith, yeah, and A Job in Florida. Yes, Reese. But the rumor's been going on that they're going to take Aerosmith eventually out of Rock and Roller Coaster. And I'm like, I don't want this to happen because I love Aerosmith. But if they left, okay, so there's also the rumor that they're going to take out Aerosmith and they're going to make it so it's more like Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios where you pick your song. I don't want them to do that because then it's copying someone completely. So if you had to change Rock and Roller Coaster to any band that's not obviously Aerosmith, what would work? What do you think would work? I think Red Hot Chili Peppers would be very cool. I think that one would work very well. I think Daft Punk would be very cool. But they probably won't because they're retired now, so there's that. Okay, so I had Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, Led Zeppelin would be pretty cool. But, like, if you also wanted to stay, like, more current, because I don't know what the reasoning is behind them not using Aerosmith or, like, why they wouldn't. I don't know if that's like an Aerosmith decision or if that's a Disney decision because they want to be more like relevant, even though Aerosmith is like Aerosmith and they're always going to be relevant. The SwishWilly band, yes, that sounds, Reese, I swear, come up with those brilliant ideas. The SwishWilly band of Rock and Roller Coaster. Everyone wants to meet me. How about backstage passes? Oh man, hilarious. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Okay, so Cheryl says Bon Jovi. Now, Bon Jovi, yes, would be great. However, if we're, that's like the Aerosmith thing where it's like they're always going to be relevant. So how relevant do they want to go, right? Journey, Linkin Park, Smash Mouth. Okay. Actually, it would be very cool if they put like the Linkin Park Jay-Z mashup thing. That was a phenomenal album. That would be actually really cool. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like what I listen to every day. I listen to a lot of stuff. I think The Weeknd would be really cool. I love The Weeknd. I mean, Blinding Lights would be really fun on that ride. Blake Shelton if they want to get the crowd watching The Voice. Isn't The Voice NBC? Am I wrong? Hang on, I gotta look this up. Yeah, they don't want people watching The Voice. That's a different network. They don't own NBC. No. They want everybody to watch American Idol. That's what they want to watch. Yeah, no. They need, what's his face? Who's even on American Idol anymore? I know Katy Perry, but I wouldn't put Katy Perry on that ride. That would annoy me too much. Let me think. Now, I agree, Blake Shelton would be good if The Voice was ABC. Because then you could do anything. Lionel Richie. Funny that you actually say that. I feel like everyone is reading my mind right now. Cheryl in particular, because all day long I have had Lionel Richie in my head. The "You are the sun, you are the rain." That's been in my head the whole time. Yes, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry. Well, she was. I don't know if Katy Perry's still there. Who else is there? Was Keith Urban there at one point? Or am I dreaming that? Luke Bryant. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. I don't know. I don't watch American Idol. I used to. I do not anymore. I haven't watched it since, I mean, God, I don't know the last season I watched, but it was on Fox still at the time. I don't know who. Lindsay, why don't you look it up? You have your computer right here. You are the sun, you are the rain. Oh yeah, okay, it is. It's Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and why is she on? Oh, all right, interesting. Snoop Dogg. I would love Snoop Dogg. Don't really know if that's necessarily family friendly, but I mean, like, I would love that. Da 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 da. You know, I would love that. That'd be a great. That would be hilarious. Let me think. Snoop Dogg. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Okay, so I think Daft Punk, The Weeknd, Beyonce. Interesting. I'm like trying to think of like, because you gotta get like that song that's like, because right when you take off, right? Because you have like, dude looks like a lady, all that stuff, but, and the ride bounces up and down. Oh my god. That it, Candy Tink, this is hilarious. I'm just like visualizing a hydraulic limo. Oh, that's outrageous. That is outrageous. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, there's just so many options that's like you almost can't think of them all. Let me see. You are the sun, you are the rain. Now that's back in my head. I had it out of my head and now it's back in my head. See, okay, now another one that not appropriate, but their songs would just be so good on a coaster is Rage Against the Machine. It won't happen, but it'd be great just because of like the volume of it. Billy Joel. Cheryl, Billy Joel is my ultimate. I saw Billy Joel in concert when 2016. Oh my god, it was so long ago already. Okay. I saw him in 2016. I don't know if I've told you this story at all, everybody. But okay, Cheryl, oh my goodness. This is we're on the same wavelength, Cheryl, because okay, so I saw him for the first and only time in 2016. And it was in Orlando because I was working at Disney, and I went by myself because I couldn't care less if I go to concerts with people because I'm not going to like have a conversation with someone while someone's performing, right? So anyway, I went by myself. So I'm sitting there. I got there pretty much like right when gates open, sitting in my seat, which wasn't bad. It was like section 115, so not too bad. Not super close, not super far. It was pretty good. Sitting there with my Billy Joel t-shirt on, eating my chicken fingers, and this man comes and he has like these big headphones, and he sits next to me, and he looks at me and he says, "Hey, are you hey, are you here alone?" And I'm like, yes. But in my head, I'm like, is this man hitting on me? Because this is inappropriate. So I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, would you like a better ticket than what I have? Than what you have? I'm like, well, mine's really good, but like, hey, if you have a better one, sure, I'll take it. No idea who this person is. So he's like, okay, yeah, here you go. And just go down here and like talk to this person. I'm like, oh, okay, great. This guy got me a floor ticket, which was very cool because I'm like, it's my first time seeing Billy Joel. I have wanted to see Billy Joel since I was a kid, since I was like 4 years old. So I'm like, okay, great. So then I get there. I didn't look at the ticket. Was just like moving where people told me to go. So now I go there, okay, go see this person. Okay, so I go up one batch of seats up to the next security guard. He's like, okay, yeah, go to the next person. And I'm like, I'm getting a little close here, but okay. So then I keep going. Then he goes, he's like, go see this thing. I'm like, okay. So I go up again. Now there's only 3 rows from the stage at this point. And this man looks at me, like this security guy, but it wasn't like the venue security. It was like Jimmy. I keep saying Jimmy because I was reading an article on Jimmy Butler earlier. So then he goes, yeah, you're coming here. I'm like, okay. Dead center, front row, right in front of the piano. I almost lost my mind. I was like bawling my eyes out. Yeah, I found out that he does do that. Yeah, exactly. So I found out that he doesn't sell the first 3 rows of his concert and gets his people to bring people up, which is phenomenal. But I was like, this is insane. Found out the guy was like was obviously like a roadie, and I am bawling my eyes out. I call my mom, well, my parents, and my mom answers. She's like, what's wrong? And all she knew was I was going to the concert. So her first thing was like, either I got in a car accident and I can't get to the concert, or I forgot my tickets, or I can't get in, or something. And I can't get it out of my system. So finally she's so annoyed with me. She goes, oh my God, Kevin, with my dad, take the phone. I don't know what your daughter's saying. So then I'm like, okay. Finally, I'm spitting it out, and my dad's like, okay, wait, what? I'm like, I got front row, and I ended up having to just take a picture and send it to him, and he was like, only you, that would happen to. And I was like, I lost my mind. And this is what I was hoping for. So he was, whenever, I don't know if any, I feel like only Cheryl's gonna know this, but Billy Joel doesn't particularly like to play We Didn't Start the Fire because he always forgets the words. So I'm like, oh God, I just want him to play We Didn't Start the Fire. And it's like not by any means his best song, but I still love it. So then he starts playing, and I can see that he's about to lose his train of thought. And I'm like singing. I'm singing it like as if I wrote the song. I'm like so loud and just going over. And then he looks at me, locks eyes with me, and you know, like you could see his like gears turning. And then he walked like right over to me and was like, he's like, he goes, JFK. And then I like yelled, blown away at him. And then it finally got him back into it. And anyway, song ends, and he goes, just so everyone knows, the youngest person in this is the person that carried the tune. So thank you all for nothing to the rest of the fans. And I was laughing. I'm like, I felt so good. I'm like, Billy Joel loves me. So that's my Billy Joel story. Anyway, that was like the best thing ever, because I'm like, what on earth? What on earth? It was so cool. So cool. And like I called my dad, and I was so close to the stage that I called my dad and I put my phone on the stage so my dad could hear Piano Man. I'm telling you. Wild times. That's my Billy Joel story. And Chris, I think you're behind. I feel like you need to hit the red button. I feel like you're... Yeah, so make sure you hit your live button, because I think that you're off a bit. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got a text message. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, that's my story. Does anyone have any fun concert stories? Because that'd be a fun conversation to have. That'd be fun to talk about. Anybody's gonna talk to me about concerts? If not, that's fine. I actually do want some advice though, in like what kind of... Thank you, Nat. I think it's a very fun concert story. One of the coolest, I think. Well, coolest for me at least. You've never been... Oh, Reese. Reese, we need to go to a concert. They are like the best. I love concerts. So far, the only concert I have lined up for this year is Matchbox 20, and that's in July. Because I love Matchbox 20. I've seen them before. I was Pixie Dusted, yeah. When I was there the second time. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I know some people that saw, like, oh, I love Bryan Adams. Little Canadian boy. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, I know a small handful of people who saw Billy Joel and Elton John together. I saw Elton John and Billy Joel separately. Elton John, phenomenal show as well. Love Elton John. Let me see here. But yeah, so, curious, is there a specific, like, not even specific, but what kind of, like, series of vlogs would you guys like to see on the channel? So I'm like, obviously I'm not in the park, so I can't do park stuff all the time. And I try to keep up with like the news, but the news happens so fast that sometimes I just don't have the time, especially because like my job is very time consuming as well. But I'd love to hear like what you guys want to see. Like, do you want lifestyle videos? Do you want a certain like kind of series? Because I was actually thinking about doing a series where I know, and this was like, maybe not everyone would be interested in this. I know it's kind of very like nichey, but I was thinking of next time, yeah, I know which one you want to see. And what I'm thinking is, because I was going to do it when I was there and I didn't really get a chance to do it, but I really do want to do it, is go around to all of the different spots that you can have like a Disney wedding at, like all the venues, kind of do a walkthrough of venues so people can kind of see what they can get. I don't know if people are interested in that at all. I like that stuff. I don't know if other people will, but you know. You love Elton John and the actor that played him in Rocketman. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, and I still haven't watched Rocketman, and I have to. I have to. Definitely have to do that. Because I know I have a secret series, but that won't, I'm not going to divulge too much in it. Because, okay, so Reese really wants a Disney wedding series. So, okay, Reese wants to see the venues and stuff, but like there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't release until like October. So, it's like getting stuff prepared. So I have a bit of time to get this thing up. So I know for sure I'm going to have a series that will be released probably like, the first one will probably be, I don't know, like October 1st, or maybe I'll start on the 1st and I'll go like weekly from there. Anyway, so there is something that's in the works, just so you know. So if you aren't subscribed, please make sure you are subscribed, because this stuff is going to be very exciting. I'm pretty excited about it. Because right now I have the vintage series where I do like throwback attractions. A lot of those, I mean, you get what you pay for. I had a really like cheap converter from like my home videos to now, and I got a new one that's works way better. So the coloring was off on a lot of them, so I'm probably just gonna have to like reissue them out. So I know I already did that one with Figment, so yeah, I'm gonna have the new SpectroMagic video is gonna change. Anything that came out previously under like the vintage Disney playlist I have, those ones are gonna kind of get changed out because the video is just like wah wah, not very good. So there's that. But yeah. Past fireworks and shows. Yeah, I have to find all that stuff. I have like, I'm finding more and more treasures. The issue is on a lot of these home videos, they don't like, obviously people weren't vlogging, right? So people didn't record the whole thing. So like they'll record and then stop, and then they'll pick it back up. So you're in the same attraction, or you're watching the same fireworks show or parade, but it's like choppy, right? So I think that I can get some of those. I'll get some of those. Because it just, people didn't record things the way they did, right? But, like a series where you talk about what you would like to see in the future. Oh, that might be a good one. Oh yeah, no problem, Chris. Yeah. Interesting. I can't give them too many ideas because then I won't get the credit. But we could definitely do that. Can you guys hear this? It's the Navi River journey. Not sure if anyone can hear that. Let me see here. Okay, so Rachel likes that. All right, so maybe I can do something like that. Colorado just scored. Really rude. Really rude. So I'm going to be filming. That was weird. I didn't mean to whip my head like that. So I'm going to be filming. I meant to do it today. I will be filming a review video on marathon weekend. How to become a weather reporter. Lindsay style. Where's my microphone? Oh, I put it away. I'm not reporting today. Well, not at night. More ride with me rides. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to be working on that because there's actually like only a handful I think that I don't have. I think a lot of them are up there. So what I need to do is I need to suck it up and I need to go on attractions I don't particularly care for because other people do. So, and then I can just record that and, you know. I still need to do Indiana Jones because I haven't seen that yet. I didn't go on that when I was there last time. But, yeah, so I did, sorry, I keep going off in like 5 different directions at once. Okay, so now I want to run Disney series. So I do have some stuff already in that. Like, I kind of have a series. So, I mean, that one's not going to be as consistent as the others because you can't consistently update on it. But there is one that's going to be coming up. That's like a review on the weekend that I just did. So, because I did, if you don't know this, I did the Goofy Challenge last weekend. 2 weekends ago? 3 weekends ago? Oh Lord, I'm losing all sense of time. But, okay, relaxing strolls, yes, I agree. Hotel tours, I think that'd be great. I also agree. I was thinking of doing like ambient things where it's just kind of like people watch, not like people watching as if I follow one person, but people watching as in like just promenade, if that makes sense. Let me think. Yeah, hotel tours would be really nice. I think so. And like I'll do like the different like, okay, deluxe, moderate, value, all that fun stuff. I need to do more dining reviews, I think. Like I go to all these restaurants and I don't do any of the dining like reviews. So I don't know why I do that. It was 3 weekends ago already. Are you sure? 3 weekends ago? Wow, time flies. Also, like trip planning videos for guests who are not local. Ah, smart. Very smart. Lesser known info, so like the details on the window shops of Main Street. Oh, that's true. Look at Rachel. Look at Rachel. There's so many things I can do. So many things. So I went on the Disney cruise. If no one has seen that stateroom tour, definitely check that video out. That is one of my more recent ones. That one was really fun to do. I tried to vlog on there, and what would happen, it was my very first cruise ever, and it was my very first Disney cruise, obviously. So I would start filming, and I'm like, oh, I'd film my intro, and then I would never finish it because I was just overwhelmed. So I think next time I go on a Disney cruise, especially if I'm on the same ship, I'll be able to do that better. It's hilarious. I was like looking at what I've filmed, and there's at least 5 intros that have nothing else but an intro. But yeah, oh, that might be a cool one actually. Especially, okay, so for the Dopey Challenge, so a lot of people follow the Jeff Galloway one, and I was trying to for Goofy, and then we all know how that one panned out. 3 training runs. That's all I did. So that wasn't very smart of me, but I mean, you can't help medical things. But yeah, so my Dopey training is different than the Jeff Galloway plan. Mine's vastly different. Might be interesting to show like what I do as opposed to what everyone else seems to do with the Jeff Galloway one. Not everybody does it, but a lot of people do it. It is a free resource and it's a very great training plan. If you do the run walk stuff, it's fantastic training. Fantastic. Like I've done that one before, so it is really good. So if you want to train for a race, especially if you're brand new, Jeff Galloway's the way to do it. He just knows what to do. Speaking of Jeff Galloway, so this was the very first year. Okay, fun fact for you, but it's like also not so fun. Jeff Galloway, this was the first year since the Walt Disney World Marathon came to be. Jeff Galloway did not run the marathon. He was a perfect Walt Disney World marathoner until this year. And he ran the half marathon instead, but we found out that the reason why he wasn't doing it is because back in April, he had not one, but 2 heart attacks. And he was still able to do the half marathon. They didn't think he'd be able to run ever. They did, well, not ever, but they didn't think he'd be able to run. So I'm really, really, really happy. Like I met him at the expo, a couple, like years ago. But then, this was it was nice, but it was also like, oh, my heart. So there's a part where you come in from the boardwalk and when you're running, you're coming in from the boardwalk and then you go backstage, Epcot. And when you turn backstage, so this was during the marathon and Jeff Galloway was not running. So I turned the corner and there was me and maybe like 3 other people turning the corner around the same time. And so it was like people were pretty spaced out at this point. And our names are on our bibs. And I came around the corner and all I heard was, "Go, Lindsay, you got this, you're almost done." And I'm like, who's talking to me? And I turn around, I look to my left, and Jeff Galloway is there, like, cheering me on. Like, he said my name, and I thought it was really cool. That propelled, I actually, like, took off at that point. I was dying, but I, like, put a little pep in my step because Jeff Galloway, like, called me out by my name and cheered me on. So that was cool. So, I mean, I guess not many people can say that, like, an Olympian cheered them on and said their name. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I'd love to see the tips and tricks videos for international guests. Okay. Good one. Hi, Ron. Welcome. Welcome. We are just chit-chatting away. We're already, like, an hour in, and I feel like I'm still, like, chatty. I'm a chatty Cathy today. But yeah, so yeah, it was the last boost of my energy. And funny because I had, like, when I finished the runs, I felt like my ankles were shot. My ankles were bad. They are only just starting to get better. But I realized why I was so tired because when I, like, took off my run belt, I had, like, 3 energy gels, like those goo things, that I hadn't even eaten, or drank. What do you do with a gel? Do you eat it or do you drink it? I don't know. You don't really chew it. So is that eating or drinking? Whatever. Anyway, I had 3 left, and so that was my own problem. I didn't give myself what I should have. I had plenty of water, plenty of electrolytes, but it was those energy gels that I was like, hey, I brought the right amount, but I took 3 less than I should have. So that was crummy. But top 10 favorite Disney snacks. Ooh, that's a good one. Look at you guys. You guys are just throwing all these ideas my way. I love it because when you're this far away from Disney, it's hard to keep your content like super fresh and interesting, you know? So, thank you. You can see. Ugh. Sorry, I'm watching TV and I'm watching the hockey game, but this bonehead who used to play for the Vancouver Canucks is on there, and Bieska. He's not really a bonehead. He's a great hockey player. He's just like, he's annoying sometimes. Like a video about your Disney merch collection. Oh my god, my whole collection. Oh my. Let's see. So multiple videos. Oh yeah. I mean, I have a lot. I have a lot, but like also a lot of it is at Ron's house. Because every time I go, I'm like, oh yeah, can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you give me this? And then he'll give it to me and I'm like, okay, great, now take it back to your house. He hates me for it. You should see how much is there. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, thanks for that, Reese. Yeah, Reese really wants videos with Ron. Ron really wants videos too. Reese, Ron wants to make his own YouTube channel. He does love me. Yeah, Ron wants his own YouTube channel. I'm telling you, he got the bug since doing Harmonious for me. You don't have a store because it's already been purchased. And you're not selling it because it's my things. Just saying. Yeah, he's probably going to make his own channel. He's gonna do like his perspective. I know you would subscribe to. He wants to do like his perspective, or he wants to pop in on my videos and like do his perspective. We can battle it out for subs. Ugh. It is not consignment, Ronald. That's enough of that. Thank you. I think the pipes are finally unfrozen. I can hear them. Yes! Wait, the pipes are no longer frozen! Reese. I am appalled. I am hurt. I am hurt. I feel personally attacked, Reese. Absolutely outrageous. Yeah, he could have his own channel for sure. Our, like, then we'd always have like those like collab ones, right? Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Bad Reese. How incredibly rude and insensitive. And I cannot believe Reese said that. I'm insulted. Just kidding. Yay. Make a channel. Yeah, he will. He probably will. He just needs to like. He's gonna do like the dad side of Disney, being like. He'll basically be my opposite. I'll be like, all of the merch, and she's just like, you already have that in yellow. Like, well, I want it in blue. You know. Standard fare. Standard fare. Ron and Reese are like best friends forever. They really are. Oh, man. Look, all these people love you, Ron. So funny. On that note, since everyone is turning into a Ron fan, I'm ending the stream. I'm just kidding. But it is at that hour mark, and I usually don't go past an hour. A vote for Ron is a vote for Bro. I appreciate that, Cheryl. Cheryl's a true fan and a true friend. Reese threatens me. Yes, he is very much loved. That's so funny. Let's also try. That Reese is gonna get blocked really soon. You want to? I'm gonna hide you. I'm gonna hide Reese. That is like not even a... I'm gonna send you pizza, Reese. Lord help me. Lord help me. Reese is getting pizza in the mail. In the royal mail. Oh, good grief. You're right. I wouldn't block you, but I would give you pizza. And then I'd invite you over for dinner and I would serve pizza. Hilarious. I know you love getting mail. I love getting mail. I love getting letter mail. I'm such a dork. The mailman comes and if I see him through the window, I'm like, wait a couple minutes so he doesn't think I'm creeping him, and then I run out and grab it. Yes, you are expecting mail very soon. I hope it's fun mail. Oh, boy. How cold is it out right now? Let me see. Let's move this to Fahrenheit for everybody. It's currently 2 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And it's going to be 0 Fahrenheit overnight, which is much warmer than it was yesterday. I'll tell you that much. Guys' night. I cannot. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I do think that I am going to end the stream, though, because I do try to do, like, an hour. It's 28 degrees here. Oh, man. Oh, man. I am not treading on anyone. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in for SwishWilly Saturdays. It was actually so much fun chatting with everybody. Yeah, oh, hang on, Lindsay, we need to take this stream outside and go on a run. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys coming in every time you guys come in. So I'm going to try and make this, again, SwishWilly Saturdays every Saturday. So thank you so much again for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for always being so supportive. And yeah, here's the push to 3K, right? Awesome. Have an awesome night.